We go hard, make some noise.
Yeah. We go hard.
Brooklyn, we go hard. We go hard.
And we're back. It's your man Ty Diamond, 1/4 for the world famous We Go Hard Radio. First and foremost, I like to say, free my big brother, Vaughn Swavey, aka the Warden. You know, he'll be home real soon. He's in great spirits. He's definitely, taking his time. He'll be home real soon. He shouts out and, salutes everybody that continues to, support the We Go Hard Radio movement as a whole, supporting me, supporting him, supporting Core, supporting Manny, just supporting what we're trying to do over here and what we're trying to accomplish. And he thanks you, everybody, and he sends you his love and his well wishes. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to my guys, Manny and Core, who's my brothers. We working. Salute to the whole army, We Go Hard TV. Salute to the big brother, big city. You understand what I'm saying? That's my fucking guy. That's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I look up to in the game and all that. Salute to the home team. Dougie, Took, Money, C, Steamo, Drift, Foreplay, Bad Luck, Free Bad Luck, Bubba Ford. Salute to just everybody. If I forgot anybody, D-Money. If I forgot anybody, I apologize. You understand what I'm saying? My Fab Five guys, salute. Salute to everybody. We got some things we got to talk about, man, on the show, man. First and foremost is Born Legacy 5 weekend. Salute to Born Legacy, salute to the URL. You have what are the matchups? We got Tank the Demon against the Saga. You got Clean Paper, the return of Clean Paper versus New Jersey Twerk. You got O-Red and Av, which was supposed to go down on Born Legacy 4, but due to a death in the family, salute to Av. You understand what I'm saying? Salute to O-Red. They had to get rescheduled, so it's going down now. Who else? I feel like I'm missing a battle. We got Tink and Saga, Clean and Twerk. We got Av and O-Red. And I think it's one more battle. If not, I apologize. I'll definitely figure it out. And the 2-on-2, the DMV versus versus NYC. You got Dougie and Snake Eyes versus Ryder and Jackboy Maine. The reason I'm actually doing this episode of the podcast is because for me, I'm a fan as well as part of, doing what I do as far as media is concerned and media is involved, so I just want to speak on kind of the fog and some things that's not looking right the optics isn't looking right. In college basketball, they say, do they pass the eye test? This battle doesn't pass the eye test for me. And it's not because of the battle. It's some things surrounding the battle that I'm going to get into. So, just everybody, sit back, and we're going to talk about it, man. And then you guys let me know what you think. You know what I mean? Leave a comment. If you want to rate us. If you want to inbox me, you can inbox me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm on Facebook at Ty Diamond. Instagram, Ty_Guapo. You understand what I'm saying? You can email me, WeGoHardRadio1@gmail.com. And let's talk, man. Let the fans speak. I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm just giving y'all my opinion. So everybody sit back and relax, and we're gonna get to it. One. And we're back, man. So we're here. You know what I'm saying? I basically told everybody in the intro, the reason why I felt like, this episode was necessary. It's not even just about this particular battle or the circumstances surrounding the battle. It's just about, the politics of the game that I'm really growing tired of. A lot of people are growing tired of that I talk to, on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? I speak to people in the community and in the culture, and people are getting frustrated with the politics and some of the mind games and the trickery, when it used to be just about, bars, basically. The game has definitely shied away from just rapping. This is what, I tell some of the guys, what I'm saying? It's not just about rapping no more. You have to be entertaining. You have to be versatile. You understand what I'm saying? You have to do a bunch of different things. It's like how it is in the NBA now. Because remember back in the day in the NBA, you had two good players and you had a bunch of specialists. You understand what I'm saying? This guy was a three-point shooter. This guy was a defensive specialist. This guy was a point guard, basically, a pass-only point guard. Whereas in today's game, you have guys like Giannis from Milwaukee. He's a 6'10" point guard that's able to basically fill up the stat sheet as he's leading his team in every statistical category. You have guys like Russell Westbrook who are basically averaging a triple-double for the whole year. You got James Harden, who's just a nightmare just to deal with. You have LeBron James, you have Kevin Durant, you have Draymond Green. You have guys that can do a multitude of different things because the game has changed so much. From a half-court, grinded-out style of basketball where you're throwing it into your center. You're basically playing inside-outside basketball. Your center gets the first touch, But, when you had guys like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and Clyde Drexler and John Stockton or Jason Kidd or Grant Hill, basketball had to change. Even with Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, you understand what I'm saying? Scottie Pippen and these guys, basketball has changed. Whereas you have to be versatile to continue to be successful in the league, in the NBA. And the same thing applies to, what we got going on with the battle rap scene. It's not just about rapping anymore. You have to be entertaining. You have to sell tickets. You have to blog. You have to promote. You understand what I'm saying? You got to show your faces at these events. You understand what I'm saying? The fans definitely appreciate a more versatile style where you're not just closed in a box talking about one thing or one particular subject matter. Where you have to perform. You have to have great delivery. You have to have simple lines with great delivery and overhead lines, and you have to be the total package now. And the game is changing, but basically Born Legacy 5 is this weekend. At the Kimberly Project, $60 at the door. Shout out to my guys. That's everybody that's involved with the Born Legacy card. My man, your boy Clip, Thesis, Troy, P, City, all the artists that's involved. You understand what I'm saying? It's definitely going to be something to look at. It's definitely going to be something to watch. I'm definitely a fan of the Born Legacy series. I feel like URL basically for the last year and a half, they basically changed the model where we're not going to kill you guys with watching top tier guys all the time. because it's a pain in the ass to, first of all, it's a pain in the ass to even put together a battle or even put together a card. Could you imagine what it's like to deal with top tier guys and trying to put them together and trying to get them on the same card? Like, this shit is fucking ridiculous. So, I know firsthand, this last month in February, I had a card, called the Night of the Outsiders, where basically, City, he approached me with the idea. It basically was, I had been asking for a while, about being able to put together a card. I think I kind of had a feel for matchups and how certain things should look. So, City had approached me. He said he wanted to do an outsider card. And he wanted me to put together 3 battles. So I had went out, I had put together the 3 battles. I presented them to City. And, he basically said, you know what, Ty, this is your card. Put together the battles. I got the venue already booked. I'll do the flyers, and and we went from there. And I'll say it was a pretty successful event. Considering all the obstacles that I had to deal with, it was a lot of backouts. It was about 3 to 4 backouts. I actually had a battle on the card that wasn't even supposed to be on the card, but shit works in mysterious ways sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up having Dizzy Spades and Flip Grams on that card because they weren't able to complete the battle they had for Bless the Mic for whatever circumstances. I don't really know the circumstances. I heard that he had lost the venue or whatever, and the space that he had wasn't adequate. So Jerry West, Steam, City, they gave it all the green light. They said, why not we do the battle here on the card? So Dizzy came, Flip came, and, they ended up battling and they put on the classic. A lot of the backouts actually made the battles much better. When the battles drop, Preem and Melzing Line actually battled on Night of the Outsiders. You understand what I'm saying? Preem's original opponent, he backed out the day of the battle. He backed out. So, I had to pull some strings. City pulled some strings. We was able to get that battle done. Who else backed out? Cambino was the only one that wasn't able to battle. He was supposed to battle X Dawn, but he backed out on the day of the battle. Actually, Corey Joseph and Wyatt Lee was supposed to battle. They didn't battle. So, I had to do a bunch of replacing, and it actually made the card better. So, for anyone that backed out, I appreciate you backing out because it actually made my card a lot more fire. Just know if you ever back out on a We Go Hard plate, if it's not valid, where I can confirm this amongst people besides you won't ever get booked here again. Like, this is coming straight from management. This is coming straight from the panel, the round table of the horsemen, the 5 horsemen. If you back out on a battle, you will not get booked to a We Go Hard plate. And if you back out of my battle, I will let it be known amongst other leagues that this kid backed out, this person backed out, this person backed out, because it's like a job. You basically cold, no show to the battle. Cold and no show. And I know that real life trumps battle rap. Real life is always going to trump battle rap. But I let the guys know. I said, once we get to February, I'm pretty much going with everything is locked. Everything was locked in January. I only had to make a couple of last minute adjustments into the middle of January, but still, we went all the way to February 25th. My event was the 25th. You understand what I'm saying? So I gave guys ample time, and I let them know before everybody I spoke to. I said, if you can't do the battle, you have to let me know 2 weeks in advance. That way I can have ample time to, okay, yo, Son can't battle. Well, I'm going to find Son a replacement. and give people ample time to write, at least. And even with that, guys will still, I can't do the battle for such and such, or I can't do the battle for such and such, or this happened, or this happened. And it's just like, if you don't take your craft serious, why should I take you serious? Why should anybody take you serious? And one of the guys that I booked, I don't want to like put him on blast, but he's been known to back out of battle. He backed out of a battle, actually. He backed out of a battle out on another platform, and I was willing to give him a shot. That's the kind of guy I am. I'm willing to give you a shot. And still, you still backed out the battle, the day of the battle. And what you told me was like the craziest fucking thing I heard in my life. But that's neither here nor there. But just to back up my point, to piggyback off my point, booking a card is not easy. You might think it's easy as, well, just say it and the battle's gonna go down. Some battles it doesn't work like that. If it's an artist you have to pay, you got to get the money to pay these guys. The battle got to make sense. Even amongst us, the round table, where we talk about matchups, some don't make sense, or this one might make sense. So we go at it amongst each other, just to put the best product out there for We Go Hard TV. Also, I want to salute Yukon, the CEO of WearMyVest.com. Not CEO of WearMyVest.com. Just the CEO of WearMyVest. Pardon me. It's definitely a dope app where if you're into nightlife, you're into entertainment, sports, whatever, everything that you're looking for is in this one app. It's a digital promotion app where you don't have to look 50 other places to find a flyer. What's popping tonight? No. Open your Wear My Vest app, put in where you at, and you will see everything that's popping for the night. And I promise you, it's definitely a dope app. It makes life so much easier. We have battle rap flyers all over the place, nightlife flyers, anything to do with anything is on Wear My Vest. So if you're looking for the mix, you're looking for where it's at, you need to download that app. You can download it on iTunes at the Apple Store or Google Play if you have a Google phone. Download that shit and get your shit popping. You understand what I'm saying? But salute to the big homie Yukon. Definitely one of We Go Hard's top supporters, as a sponsor as well. He's definitely helping us cook up some great things that's coming in the future. After Love Day, I promise you, the next two cards preceding after Love Day, matter of fact, at Gwitty's event, he has the resolution. Watch what Love Day continues and For the Love of Paper 2. Y'all gonna lose your mind. And that's not even it. Like, City got some shit in the stash. It's definitely some more shit in the works. So I promise you, you understand what I'm saying? It's gonna be epic. So, just make sure you keep up with what's going on with We Go Hard TV and all that good stuff. Until then, it's definitely popping. Episode 8 just dropped this past weekend. So, make sure you get on it. Keep up with all the episodes. The storyline is getting great. The acting is improving. The scenes, the storylines. It's great. It's a dope ass web series. And that's not even me saying that because I'm We Go Hard biased. It's a great web series. Like, it's good. I like where they're going with everything. The plot, situations that's happening. So make sure you look out for episode 9 coming soon, but episode 8 is out right now. But without further ado, right, because, I definitely had to get that out the way. Let's talk about, this Born Legacy situation where you have Snake Eyes and Dougie versus Ryder and Jack Boy Maine. Salute to Dot Mob. Salute to the DMV, Cave Gang and all that good stuff. Shout out to them. Shout out definitely the home team. As a fan, when this matchup was announced, I was a bit surprised. I was surprised because it was a 2-on-2 out of nowhere, but the pairing of the 2-on-2, it definitely made me scratch my head a little bit. I think it made a lot of people scratch their heads because outside of battle rap, I don't really know the kind of relationship that Dougie and Snake Eyes have, but I have never seen these two guys together in the same setting outside of battle rap. Or even, you know what I mean, like anything like that. You know, I thought they was gonna actually battle at one point or another. You know, it was definitely something that was tossed up in the air. You know, but other than that, you never seen them hanging out together. You know, it's always love, but you never seen them two together. And you have them going against Ryder and Jackboy Maine, who too, they're dope in their own, you know, their own right, you know, but with them, you see them together. You know, the whole DMV, you know, versus NY thing, or just with them, those guys, the DMV guys, you know, they support each other, and I definitely respect that. You know, they pull up to each other's battles together. You know, in NYC we do the same thing. We all go to each other's events. We don't get no credit for that, but everybody's talking about New York's not unified. But you know, for the most part, they pull up together. They're kind of in the same circle as far as what's going on. You know, they support each other, so that I understand. So their pairing made perfect sense. Already, that was a red flag for me. You put two guys that basically have to put together something flawless against people that already have a kind of chemistry and a rapport against each other, which I already felt like they was already making them the underdogs already. You know, it was a certain situation that was supposed to happen on a card on We Go Hard. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag. You understand what I'm saying? It was supposed to be a certain situation that was supposed to go down on We Go Hard. You understand what I'm saying? And due to them pairing up, that situation had to kind of change itself. You know, the situation had to change itself, which is fine. You know, the parties that's involved for that situation, you know, I salute the bro for that, because that was a big deal, because you didn't make it about home. You made it about, I want to see my guy, my bro, in the best situation possible, and whatever I can do to help him, I'm going to do that to help him. So salute to the bro for that. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I associate myself with who I associate myself with, because it's not all about battle rap. It's about just being family and just being there for each other. So, you know, he did what he had to do so that, you know, that situation couldn't happen, but something else happened something else happened. And that's how this 2-on-2 ended up, you know, getting booked or whatever. So, you know, the DMV versus NYC, you know, it's kind of the hot thing right now, I guess. You know, people are pushing it. You know, I see a whole bunch of different leagues talking about, you know, I seen the Trap, they're putting together something. NYC versus the DMV. You know, I definitely seen Black Ben and the TCBL. They actually had a whole card set together, you know, that's probably still going to go down somewhere amongst those lines. You know, the War Report's definitely doing an invitational in the DMV. You know, it was a certain battle that was supposed to be on that card. I don't know if that battle is still going down, but hopefully that battle still goes down some way, somehow, because that battle was perfect. But you know, and even just, you know, I just didn't like the optics, because I felt like it's kind of like, it sounds like this, like, you know, in wrestling they had the fucking Bret Hart, the fucking screw job. I forgot what it's called. I think it was called the Canadian screw job or whatever. You know, I feel like this could turn out to be the screw job. Now, I'm not saying it was done purposely, because I have no knowledge to even say that it was something that was done intentionally. But, you know, I just feel like the DMV is what people are running with right now. You see a lot of the DMV guys replacing the NY guy. Not replacing them, but just you're more familiar with the DMV guys. You know, it's definitely, you know, who they're pushing. You know, they're definitely pushing Ryder. They're definitely pushing Jack Boy. They're definitely pushing just guys that's not even in the NYC area. You know, they're pushing these guys. You understand what I'm saying? The new, at least amongst the newer guys. You know, and it's cool, it's fine. You know, it's always good to have a change of pace. You know, the fans don't understand that, you know, the reason why, you know, the Born Legacy series was created or all these other ideas that Smack was trying out on the fly is because you have to keep the culture fresh. You have to keep the ideas fresh. So the Born Legacy series was created where people just basically wanted to see, yo, why we can't get a top tier nigga against a new guy, or why we can't get a mid tier guy against this top tier guy, or you know what I'm saying, just spicing it up. You know, which I feel like it was a concept that we had on We Go Hard already with Love Day. You know, basically it wasn't about who's who. It's just about you showing love for the league, but you're not showing love for your opponent, but you're showing love for the league. Okay. You know, where we had, let's look at some classics we had on Love Day. We had True and we had Hayes the Gift. Hayes was basically new. True didn't have to take that battle, but he ended up taking that battle. And it definitely was one of the better battles on Love Day. You had Mo Moolah and Fetty, you know, two outsider guys basically putting it on for this card. We had, let's look at some of the matches we had on Love Day. You had King Money versus Bangs. You had Dougie versus Styles. You had D-Dub versus Piff. You had Tape Deck versus Ishmullah. You know, you had Chess versus Jay. You know, you got Aura versus Case. You know, you have all these different battles that happen on Love Day that probably wouldn't happen at any other time, but because of the spirit of what Love Day was representing, show the league love, show the people love. You know, show your fellow fans love, and you know that's how these matchups got created. So I feel like Born Legacy is definitely something that's just a mixture of that as well. Where now the ill thing with Born Legacy, on the Born Legacy card, you had Daylight on the Born Legacy card, you had Tech Nine on a Born Legacy card, you getting Av on the Born Legacy card, you getting all these guys, all these new guys on the Born Legacy card, all these older guys, you know, the guys they're bringing back, and it's cool, it's dope, it's definitely something, you know, that's fresh for the culture. But you know, with this situation, it's just the optics of it. Outside looking in, that was already something a lot of people had a problem with. You know, you had two guys that's really not, you don't see them together. They're not even like, there's no reason why the paths should even cross. But, you know, they're put together in a situation where they have to make it work. A kind of a Kobe and Shaq kind of situation where, you know, hey, we might not be the best of friends, but we got to make this situation work to win this championship. And, you know, it's cool, I guess. For me as a fan, and, you know, just having a relationship with my bro Dougie, it's just, a lot of people feel like it's a setup. Now, moving on to my next point. Well, before I get to my next point, I have to build the bridge to take me to my next point, which is the political part of the game. Now, people in power, it's always been like this. People, when you get in power and, you know, you get in certain situations and you have basically, you control your own destiny, you're going to do what, hey, okay, I didn't have a chance to do this before, but now that I have this opportunity, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. And, you know, shit like that is fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shit like that happens. I'm not knocking that. I'm not disagreeing with it. It is what it is, you know. But with this situation, it's just like with the politics of the game, it's like you basically, the reason the culture is even maintaining itself is because of the fans. The fans are the ones that's booking these flights to come out to NYC to see these battles. You understand what I'm saying? They're paying these ticket prices at the door. They're paying for VIP tickets, special backstage passes. They're basically the supply and demand. It's supply and demand. You understand? You learn that in economics. The product is battle rap. That's what people are off. It's like smoking weed. Like, okay, the different leagues are the dealer and the battles they put out are the product. Well, Which product am I going to enjoy the most? Which product can I get high to? Which one am I going to enjoy myself? Am I going to enjoy this battle? Am I going to enjoy this battle? Hey, let's look at this platform. What artists do they have that I might enjoy? And, that's fine, But I just feel like a lot of people are getting, overlooked, per se. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not even just me. It's not even just... Don't think it's just a We Go Hard situation. It's a lot of dope guys all over, and I'm not understanding why they're not here, or they're not doing this, or they're not doing that. Now the general answer is okay, this is business. Some guys you might feel like they dope, but they might not sell the tickets that you gotta pay. Because remember, when you book in a venue or you booking battlers, you understand what I'm saying? If you're smack, some of these guys are not from the area. So what do you have to do? You have to pay for their travel, pay for their tickets, pay for their stay. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta make sure that they're good. How do you get this money back? By the tickets that you sell at the door. You're selling tickets for Born Legacy. It's at the Kimberly Project, 1332 Atlantic Avenue, between, I forgot the in-between streets, but it's 1332 Atlantic Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. It's a good space. I've definitely been in the Kimberly Project a bunch of times, with We Go Hard events or whatever. It's a good space. You're selling the tickets for $60. It could hold about 150, maybe 100 to 150 people in there. And you sell your tickets, and you promote, and you do that to make your money back. And that's ain't nothing wrong with that, because people don't understand that it's a business as well. It's business elements to it. So you can't mix business and pleasure. This guy might be your favorite battler, but he might not draw the interest of anybody. And if he doesn't draw the interest, what's the point of putting him on the card? Because the fans like him. Sometimes you can't always give the fans what they want. And it's a double-edged sword, and I understand that, just working more behind the scenes and understanding what's going on. So, with those things, I understand that. And, sometimes you got to make certain decisions. So with that being said, I'm going to get to my point about the political part of the game. If you didn't know, last night I was on, matter of fact, not last night. I woke up this morning, I seen, on Facebook, if you're friends with somebody, you see everything that they post, so a lot of the battlers are in these different chats. You understand what I'm saying? They in the We Go Hard TV chat. They in the unbiased review group, or they in Angry Fan or whatever. So when they post something, when you're my friend in these places, when you post these things, I can see it. So I see a post. You had Rada. He made a little clip of he had a clip from a battle for Dougie that didn't drop yet. That was already a red flag. So you have a clip for a battle that didn't drop yet. Then you take the clip and put it out for the people. Now, what people don't realize about the clip is the same material that's in the clip for the URL battle is in a battle that Dougie took. It's not all of his material, just, a good maybe minute or two of material is in a different battle that he has with X the Don. The first part of that battle with X is in the clip for Dougie versus Joe. Which we were all under the assumption, the people, everybody close to the situation, the battle wasn't dropping. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. The battle wasn't dropping. It had no reason to drop the battle. Because, with URL and just anybody that edits footage or takes footage, I even have a lot of footage of shit that I didn't even drop yet. Certain battles don't drop for certain reasons. Usually it's the audio, or one person didn't do as good as the other person, so they might hold on to the footage because it makes no sense to put that kind of look out there for the fans. You have to present the product in a certain kind of way. So you don't want to have a battle where you have the nigga killing for 3 rounds and this nigga is choking for 2.5 rounds. You don't want to put that material up there, or the crowd might have been a little antsy, or shit happens. We seen those battles drop on the War Report, or you might have a battle from a minute ago drop now. So these PGs that dropped, the first one to drop was Jack Boy and was it Rada and Chef Trez, or was it Jack Boy and Fetty? I forgot the order, but it's from that PG card. So Dougie battled Joe at this event. Basically the consensus was Dougie won 2-1. They might have gave Joe the first round, and that's it. That might have been the only round that they gave him. And, Dougie did his thing, but, the battle didn't drop. No reason to think that the battle dropped. So, and obviously, Dougie's not going to use his material for a battle that's going to drop and use it again. So, this is something I spoke to, with a couple of, people I'm close with that are rappers. You understand what I'm saying? Some people, you get the throwaway bars. It's hard to sit and create 3 rounds. So if I'm battling Joe Schmo for $1,000 for 1 round, right? And nobody knows this guy, do you think I'm going to give him my best material? I might write a little bit of my material, and I might take material that I have from different other places and put it together. Some people might call it, it's lazy. Oh, you cheating the fans. But how do you cheat the fans of somebody that don't even have no fans? You understand what I'm saying? Like, if nobody knows this guy, how am I cheating him? I might cheat my fans, but if I feel like my material was great and they not using it, hell yeah, I'm going to reuse my material. That's like saying you had a fire-ass outfit. Niggas know it's hood shit. You have a fire-ass outfit and it rained one day. The day that you have on the outfit. You think you still not going to put that outfit back on another time when it's sunny outside and be like, look at me, look at me? Exactly. So, that's hood shit. So that's what happened with this battle. Dougie and Joe actually dropped today. So in the clip, they had, the piece of the clip from Dougie versus Joe, and they had the clip from Dougie versus X the Don. Now, my thing is, and a lot of people are asking, well, how in the fuck did these guys get a clip of a battle that wasn't supposed to drop? At all. Okay? The battle wasn't supposed to drop. It was said that it wasn't dropping no time soon. So, what the fuck? How did these two guys get a clip of a battle that wasn't supposed to drop? Took the clip from the battle that wasn't supposed to drop. Found that he used the material in another battle, put it together, to try to kind of discredit what was going on or whatever. I don't care. Dougie didn't care. I didn't care. Nobody else really cared. Nobody else really gave a shit about, because all battle rappers know, hey, this nigga might get these throwaways. I got some throwaways. This nigga might get all these throwaways put together. Or this battle that's not dropping, I'm going to reuse this shit. It's happened. And I know niggas that do it. So it's not as a big a deal as everybody thinks. But it makes Dougie look a certain kind of way, because now it's like, damn, bro. You battling niggas with the same shit. Now, if I'm a businessman, say I just happen to, I want to get into battle rap one day. Let me see who one of these nice new guys are. And I say I want to give him some bread. And I happen to say, click on the Dougie battle. Now, if I click on his recent shit, because in YouTube it shows, and you can set the search from recent to oldest. So his 2 recent battles would be, the 3 most recent battles would be New Jersey Twerk, X the Don, and now Joe. Now, if I'm looking at him, X the Don, and I'm looking at him and Joe, hey, this guy's using the same shit. This nigga might not take his craft serious. I might not invest my money in this guy. And now what? That might be some money out of my man's pocket. Some niggas might not even care. But you taking money out my man's pocket, potentially. I'm not saying that was the intention. That might not have been the intention. It might have just been, okay, that's how it went down, that's how it went down type situation. And, that's how it went down. So that was another thing that I had a problem with surrounding this battle, that you guys got your hands on a clip for a battle that wasn't supposed to drop, that ended up dropping. So now it's like, fuck, bro. My material that I thought wasn't going to be used or even get out there is out there now. And now I'm out here with the same material against another guy, making me look some kind of way. Now, I know for me, for a fact, Dougie don't give a flying fuck. The battle wasn't supposed to drop. It ended up dropping, whatever. It might make me look some kind of way. It might not make me look some kind of way. It is what it is. When I see him, whenever I see Dougie again, I might give him a call. I might text him, have him explain, that situation to the people. Have him explain that situation if he feels like it warrants an explanation. But that's just some of the spookery around this battle. That's just is bothering me. It's unsettling. But I still have Dougie and Snake Eyes winning, because what usually happens is when you put people in a situation where they have to rise to the top and do what they have to do to even come close to a win, they're going to do that. Pride is on the line here with this whole DMV versus NYC situation. I got Dougie and Snake Eyes winning 2-1. Ryder and Jack Boy Maine are going to be entertaining. They're going to be entertaining. But do their styles really... You think both of their styles together will actually work? I don't know about that. Dougie and Snake Eyes have similar styles. Yes, but the way they present their material is two totally different ways. And when you have two minds that have the same vision but different ways of putting it together, it makes for a masterpiece. Do I think Jack Boy and Ryder can do the same thing? Absolutely. I believe they can do the same thing. But for me personally, I'm picking Dougie and Snake Eyes to win this battle, 2-1. I don't think it'll be a clear win on anybody's side. I don't think that's going to happen. It's not going to be a clear win for anybody. But people will leave the venue saying they both won. But I have total and utter confidence in Snake Eyes and Dougie that they are going to walk away the victors in this battle. I could be wrong. I could be right. If you're at the battle, let me know. Send me a clip of the video and see if I'm lying. Or I know You Had to Be There review is definitely going to be in the building. Shout out to Sleege, shout out to Ciroc, shout out to Core, shout out to Siobhan, the Femgo, Everything Golden. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be in the building. I know Hip Hop Is Real is going to be in the building. Salute to Knowledge to God. I actually had a chance to interview Knowledge to God at the Rip Rappers 2 event. You understand what I'm saying? That's actually out on the YouTube page. So salute to Knowledge to God. We're going to be the usual suspects. Clip is going to be in there. B City is going to be in there. Thesis is going to be in there. The War Report's going to be in there. It's definitely going to be a lot of different people in the building. So, definitely come out to Born Legacy 5. 1332 Atlantic Avenue, the Kimberly Project, Brooklyn, New York. I don't remember the cross streets. I know if you live, it's on Atlantic Avenue though. If you live in NY, take the C or the A train to Nostrand. You go walk around the corner. Walk around the corner, the venue's right there. It's literally up the block. Once you get to Atlantic Avenue, you're going to be Gucci. You get to Atlantic Avenue, go to the left. It's a hotel right next to the venue. So you're not going to miss it. Once you see the hotel, the venue is right next to it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's coming from out of state, hey, you driving Atlantic Avenue, put the shit in your Google, in your OnStar, whatever you got, navigation, GPS will take you right to the location. I hope everybody has a great time. I hope everybody comes out, and enjoys themselves. No antics from nobody, because it's going to be DMV guys there. It's going to be NYC guys there. It's going to be DMV guys that don't rap there. There's going to be NYC guys that don't rap there. Hopefully nothing negative comes out of this situation at Born Legacy 5. Hopefully cooler heads prevail. Let's keep it rap. You understand what I'm saying? Let's not mess up any battles. Let's not shut down the event, the venue. Let's not do none of that. Let's let niggas battle and do what they gotta do. And, you know, let's just keep pushing the culture forward. I just want to thank everybody, the listeners, you know, out there for, you know, even rocking with me this long. Remember, Love Day 3, March 25th and 26th. It's going to be at the Kimberly Project as well. 2-day event. You know, tickets is for first day is $35. The next day is $30. You know, speak to Steams if you want, you know, more information. You know, we definitely looking for, you know, if you want to be a sponsor, you want to showcase whatever, hit us up. Let us know. You know, understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Win My Vest. Salute to B City. Salute to the home team. Salute to the Fab Five. Salute to the whole army. The War Report, the Invitational, that's in April. The anniversary card is in May. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to be something to watch for. High Society, the High Society anniversary card is going to be in May. We got, I'm trying to think what recent things is coming up. Queen of the Ring has an event coming up also, I believe the same day as, I forgot what day it was. I think it's on actually the Sunday, the next day. That's definitely a dope card. The fake Fab Five people are on there, whatever. It's only one Fab Five, and that's my guys over here. The fake Fab Five is on there, but salute to them. Salute to Queen of the Ring for doing what they're doing with the female battle rap culture. What battles are out right now? Rubando and Chris Mills is out right now. One round of fire. Make sure you go watch that. TY and the Cable Guys out now. That battle was definitely fire. We have the 3-way. We have Pop versus Paper versus Chase Banks out right now. That's definitely gonna be fire. What's some other fire battles that's out right now? Dougie and Joe is out right now. That battle was fire. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's out right now. I don't really think there's nothing else that's out right now. Episode 8 of Until Then is out right now. You understand what I'm saying? And that's basically it, man. Leave a comment under the SoundCloud if you like. I don't know if I'm gonna also upload this to YouTube as well. I might upload it to YouTube as well. Hit me up, wheelhardradio1@gmail.com. If you want to get in contact with me personally, you can hit me up on Facebook, Ty Diamond, or Instagram, Ty_Guapo. You can also hit Vaughn Swavey. You can write him, Vaughn Blue Yankee Swavey on Facebook. Don Core on Facebook or Manny Fresco on Facebook. Salute to everybody, you know, for doing what they're doing, man. And, you know, it's definitely going to be something to watch. Born Legacy 5, Love Day 3 coming up. March is definitely going to be a good month. April, May, June. Just, man. Just, man. Just stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. I appreciate everybody for rocking with us, man. And salute to y'all. I'm out of here.